Seniors eat these 4 cooked veggies to repair your eyes while you sleep. Picture this. You wake up one morning, rub your eyes, and the world looks a little clearer. The street signs you struggled to read at dusk now stand out sharply. The faces of your loved ones, once blurred by time, come into focus with a warmth that fills your heart. For so many seniors, this feels like a distant dream of memory stolen by the slow fade of aging eyes. But what if I told you the key to reclaiming that clarity isn't a pharmacy or an operating room, but right there in your kitchen? I'm Dr. Noah Caldwell, a geriatric specialist with over 30 years of experience helping seniors live vibrantly. Today, I'm sharing a secret that's been hiding in plain sight. For everyday vegetables, carrots, broccoli, kale, and zucchini, that when cooked with care can nourish and even repair your aging eyes while you sleep. This isn't about miracle cures or trendy diets. It's about real food, grounded in science, and the real hope of seeing the world clearly again. Why should you stay with me for this entire journey? By the end, you'll not only understand how these vegetables work, but also hear stories of people just like you who transformed their lives with simple changes. You'll get a practical recipe, actionable tips, and a renewed sense of possibility that your eyes can still heal, no matter your age. If that resonates with you, hit that subscribe button now and join our community of seniors taking charge of their health. Let's dive in and rediscover the joy of clear vision together. Before we meet these 4 vegetable heroes, let's explore why your eyes are struggling and why there's so much hope for change. Why do aging eyes fade? Have you ever noticed the world looking a bit dimmer than it used to? Maybe you hesitate to drive at night because headlights glare too brightly. Or perhaps reading the fine print on a label feels like a battle. These aren't just signs of getting old. Your eyes are a delicate marvel, with a thin layer called a retina that captures light and turns into the images you cherish your partner's laugh, a blooming garden, or the words in a handwritten note. But as we age, this marvel faces challenges. Oxidative stress. Imagine your eyes as a canvas exposed to years of sunlight. UV rays and blue light from screens create free radicals, tiny sparks from that damaged retinal cells over time. Inflammation, silent inflammation, like rust creeping over metal, weakens the tiny blood vessels in your eyes, clouding your vision. Nutrient gaps. Your eyes need nutrients like vitamin A, lutein, and zeaxanthin, but your body can't produce them. Without enough, repair slows down. Dryness. As we age, tear production drops, leaving eyes gritty and vulnerable to irritation. Slower repair. Your body rebuilds cells best at night, but aging slows this process, especially if nutrients are scarce. These changes sneak up quietly. Maybe you avoid night drives because the world feels blurry. Maybe you squint more to read a menu. Or perhaps you've heard the words macular degeneration and felt a pang of fear. Age-related macular degeneration, or AMD, damages the macula, the part of your retina responsible for sharp, central vision, making it hard to read, drive, or recognize faces. Does this ring true for you? Have you noticed these changes creeping into your life? If so, take heart. Your eyes are still responsive. They're still fighting to heal. And the food on your plate can make a powerful difference. So, how we fight back? Let's start with a familiar friend that's been guarding vision for generations. 1 carrot, the night vision hero. You've likely heard that carrots are good for your eyes. And I'm here to tell you it's more than an old wives' tale. It's science you can trust. Carrots are like a lighthouse for your eyes, guiding you through the darkness. Their bright orange glow comes from beta-carotene, a nutrient your liver transforms into vitamin A. This vitamin is a cornerstone of rhodopsin, a protein in your retina's rod cells that lets you see when the lights dim. Without enough vitamin A, night vision fades. Headlights become blinding. Street signs blur at dusk. Sound familiar? A study from the Journal of Nutrition in 2015 showed that boosting beta-carotene intake improved night vision in people with low vitamin A levels. But here's a surprise. Raw carrots don't give you the full benefit. Beta-carotene is fat-soluble, meaning it needs fat to be absorbed effectively. Cooking carrots softens their tough fibers, releasing the nutrient, and pairing them with healthy fats like olive oil or a touch of butter can increase absorption by up to 60%, according to research in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, 2004. Why does timing matter? Your body does its deepest repair work at night, when your eyes are free from light's constant demands. Eating cooked carrots at dinner sends vitamin A straight to your retina, helping it rebuild rhodopsin while you sleep. It's like giving your eyes a nightly tune-up, quietly and naturally. Let me share a story about Harold, a 72-year-old retired mail carrier who walked into my clinic with a heavy heart. "Dr. Noah, I can't drive to my daughter's house at night anymore," he said. "The street signs are just a blur." Harold loved his independence, but fading night vision was stealing it away. After ruling out serious conditions, I suggested a simple change: roasted carrots with olive oil 3 nights a week. Just slice a carrot, toss it with a tablespoon of olive oil, add a pinch of sea salt, and roast at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 20 minutes. Nothing complicated. 6 weeks later, Harold returned with a smile that warmed my soul. "I drove to my daughter's last night," he said, "and the signs were clear as day. I didn't need to squint." For Harold, this wasn't just about seeing better, it was about reclaiming his freedom. Have you ever felt that spark of hope? When a small change makes a big difference? That's the power of carrots. Ready to bring carrots into your life? Try roasting them with olive oil and a sprinkle of rosemary or thyme for extra flavor. Aim for 3 servings a week, ideally at dinner, to support your eyes' nightly repair. If you're already a carrot fan, how do you prepare them? If you're new to this, what's one way you could try them this week? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear. Carrots light the way in the dark, but our next vegetable builds a shield against a hidden threat damaging your eyes from within. 2. Broccoli, the inflammation fighter. If carrots are the lighthouse for your night vision, broccoli is the fortress protecting your eyes from silent damage. This humble green vegetable is a powerhouse, packed with nutrients that fight inflammation and safeguard your vision. Broccoli is rich in lutein and zeaxanthin, 2 antioxidants that act like natural sunglasses for your macula, the part of your retina that lets you read, recognize faces, and see fine details. These compounds absorb harmful blue light and neutralize free radicals, reducing inflammation that can lead to blurred vision or even macular degeneration. A 2017 study in investigative ophthalmology and visual science found that higher lutein and zeaxanthin intake is linked to a lower risk of AMD. But here's the key: raw broccoli's tough fibers trap these nutrients, making them harder for your body to use. Lightly steaming broccoli for 3 to 4 minutes breaks down those fibers, boosting nutrient bioavailability by up to 30%. According to a 2011 study in nutrition research, adding a touch of fat like olive oil or a sprinkle of cheese helps your body absorb these nutrients even better. Eating broccoli at dinner ensures these antioxidants are ready to strengthen your macula during your body's nightly repair cycle. Let me tell you about Gloria, a 68-year-old retired teacher who came to me heartbroken. "Dr. Noah, I used to lose myself in novels," she said, "but now the words just float off the page." Reading was her passion, but fading vision was stealing it. After checking for cataracts, I recommended a simple habit: half a cup of steamed broccoli with olive oil 3 times a week. A month later, Gloria called, her voice full of light. "I'm not reading Tolstoy yet, but I can read my mail without squinting." That small win brought her joy back. For Gloria, broccoli wasn't just food, it was a step toward reclaiming her love of stories. Have you ever had a moment where a tiny change felt like a victory? That's what broccoli can do. Want to make broccoli work for you? Steam florets for 3 to 4 minutes until they're bright green, then toss with olive oil and a pinch of garlic powder. Serve with dinner to nourish your eyes overnight. Don't boil broccoli, it leaches nutrients. Steaming or sautéing is the way to go. Are you a broccoli lover, or is it new to your table? Drop a comment and let me know. Broccoli builds a fortress, but our next vegetable takes protection to a whole new level, standing as a guardian against the greatest threat to your vision. 3. Kale, the macula's best friend. Kale might look like just another leafy green, but don't let its humble appearance fool you. It's a superhero for your eyes. If you're worried about losing the sharp vision that lets you read or see loved ones clearly, kale is your strongest ally. Kale is one of the richest sources of lutein and zeaxanthin, those internal sunglasses we mentioned earlier. These pigments shield your macula from blue light and oxidative stress, which can lead to AMD, a condition that steals central vision, making everyday tasks like reading or driving a struggle. A 2018 study in Frontiers in Aging Neuroscience found that higher levels of these nutrients are linked to slower AMD progression. Your body can't produce lutein and zeaxanthin, so you need to get them from food. Kale delivers them in abundance, but raw kale's tough fibers and compounds like oxalates can limit absorption and irritate digestion. Lightly steaming or sautéing kale for 5 to 7 minutes unlocks its nutrients and makes it gentler on your stomach. Kale also provides vitamin C and K, which support blood flow to the retina's tiny capillaries, keeping them strong. Eating in the evening ensures these nutrients are ready for your eye's repair cycle. I'll never forget Marie, a 79-year-old retired librarian who came to me with fear in her eyes. She'd already lost some central vision in one eye to AMD and was terrified it would spread. "I don't want to wake up one day and not see my family," she whispered. We introduced a simple habit: a quarter cup of steamed kale with olive oil and a splash of lemon juice 4 times a week. 3 months later, Marie's vision hadn't worsened, a huge victory with AMD. More importantly, she felt empowered. "I'm not just waiting for the darkness," she said. "I'm fighting back." Marie's story reminds us that healing isn't always about reversing damage. It's about holding on to what matters. Have you ever felt that sense of control when you take charge of your health? Ready to try kale? Sauté it with olive oil, garlic, and a squeeze of lemon for 5 to 7 minutes. Start with small portions to ease digestion, and pair it with a protein like fish for a balanced meal. Have you tried kale before, or does it feel a bit daunting? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'm here to help. Kale is a warrior, but our final vegetable is a gentle giant, offering comfort and hydration to tired, aging eyes. 4. Zucchini, the hydration helper. Zucchini might seem like a quiet sidekick in the vegetable world, but for aging eyes, it's a soothing hero. If your eyes feel dry, gritty, or irritated, zucchini could be the comfort you've been searching for. Zucchini is over 90% water, making it one of the most hydrating foods you can eat. As we age, tear production drops, and dry eyes become a daily struggle. Dehydration also stresses the retina and optic nerve, making them more vulnerable to damage. Zucchini's high water content helps hydrate these tissues, easing discomfort. It's also packed with vitamin C, an antioxidant that protects against cellular damage and supports the collagen structure of your cornea and sclera. A 2016 study in ophthalmic research linked higher vitamin C intake to a lower risk of cataracts. Zucchini also provides manganese, a trace mineral that activates enzymes in the retina to process light and fight free radicals. Its mild flavor and soft texture make it easy to digest, perfect for seniors with sensitive stomachs. Cooking zucchini, steaming or sautéing, preserves its nutrients while enhancing its soothing qualities. Let me tell you about Tom, an 81-year-old patient who was exhausted by chronic dry eyes. "The stinging keeps me up at night," he said. "Eye drops help for a bit, but it always comes back." We added sautéed zucchini to his dinner 4 nights a week, sliced, cooked with olive oil and garlic, and seasoned lightly. Within weeks, Tom noticed a change. "My eyes don't burn at night anymore," he said, "and I'm sleeping better, too." For Tom, zucchini wasn't a cure, but it was a lifeline, a small change that made life more comfortable. Have you ever struggled with dry eyes? What's helped you find relief? Want to bring zucchini into your routine? Sauté slices in olive oil with garlic and a pinch of salt for 5 to 6 minutes. Or blend into soups for a creamy texture without heavy ingredients. Do you eat zucchini often, or is it new to you? Drop a comment and let's talk. Now that we've met our 4 heroes, imagine combining them into one powerful meal that works its magic while you sleep. What if you could bring together carrots, broccoli, kale, and zucchini in one warm, comforting dish that delivers a symphony of nutrients to your eyes? This isn't a trendy superfood bowl. It's a simple, science-backed recipe I've shared with hundreds of patients over my 30 years as a geriatric specialist. Here's how to make it. Start with a small pot and a tablespoon of olive oil. Sauté half a sliced zucchini and a chopped carrot for 4 to 5 minutes until they soften, releasing their natural sweetness. Then toss in a handful of broccoli florets and a quarter cup of chopped kale. Add a few tablespoons of water or low-sodium broth cover and steam for 5 minutes until the greens are tender but still vibrant. Season with a pinch of sea salt. And if you like, a squeeze of lemon or a sprinkle of turmeric for extra anti-inflammatory power. What you're left with is a bowl of warmth and nourishment. Easy to chew, gentle on digestion, and packed with nutrients. Beta-carotene for night vision, lutein and zeaxanthin for macular health, vitamin C for tissue strength, and hydration for comfort. Eat this dish 3 to 4 nights a week, ideally at dinner, and let your body do its repair work overnight. I've seen this recipe transform lives. At a community center in my town, a group of seniors started a Vision Dinner Club, cooking this medley together weekly. After 3 months, they reported less eye strain, better night vision, and a sense of connection. It's not just the food, one member told me. It's knowing we're taking care of ourselves together. What could this dish do for you? Could it become a new evening ritual? Try it as is, or blend it into a creamy soup for a smoother texture. Pair it with whole grain toast or a small portion of fish for balance. Are you excited to try this recipe? What's your favorite way to cook veggies? Share in the comments. This dish is more than food. It's a promise to your body that you're still here, still caring. Let's wrap up with a message of hope. If you've stayed with me this far, I want to say thank you. Your presence here tells me you care deeply about your eyes, your health, and the life you want to live fully. That's not small, it's everything. Let's take a moment to reflect. Carrots light up your night vision with beta-carotene, working best when cooked with fat. Broccoli shields your macula with lutein and zeaxanthin, fighting inflammation. Kale stands guard against AMD with its nutrient density, unlocked by gentle cooking. Zucchini soothes with hydration and vitamin C, easing dry eyes. Together, these vegetables form a simple meal that nourishes your eyes while you sleep. But this is about more than food. It's about hope. Aging may dim the colors of the world, make you squint more, or keep you from night drives. But your body is still listening. Your eyes are still fighting. Every bite of these vegetables is a small act of love, a way to hold on to the beauty of a grandchild's smile, a sunset, or a good book. So, what's your next step? Try the vision-boosting medley this week. Start with one vegetable, if that feels easier. Share this video with someone you care about. Maybe a friend struggling with their vision or a family member needing hope. Click like to let me know you're out there. And subscribe for more science-backed tips to live vibrantly at any age. In the comments, tell me, which vegetable will you try first? What does clear vision mean to you? Your story can inspire someone else to keep going. Until next time, I'm Dr. Noah Caldwell. Keep nourishing, keep caring, and never forget, your comeback starts with one bite.